The Detroit School Board says it plans to reject the recent legislation signed by Governor Snyder to overhaul Detroit's public schools. 7 Action News reporter Nima Shafee was at the board's news conference today, and he tells us how the main concern involves the district having to take on massive loans at high interest rates.
This morning, the newly elected president of the Board of Education for Detroit Public Schools was joined by his fellow board members to denounce the recent legislation signed by Governor Snyder last week. The $617 million bailout calls for 2 loans to the district, one for $150 million, the other for $235. The loans with a high interest rate.
We are also objecting to the bifurcation of the district.
Under the new bailout bill, it calls for DPS to be split into 2 districts, one with old debt, one with no debt, and the board has issues with that too.
Jones Day looked back on a debt that didn't exist. Pensions were taken from people of the city of Detroit, and now the educational future is being stolen from our children.
So the board is fighting back, filing a lawsuit against the legislation.
It appears to be an orchestrated insolvency for the purposes of enforcing a bankruptcy. And yes, the district is in a de facto bankruptcy.
The board pointed a lot of fingers today. Their hope really is that the parents and teachers of the Detroit Public Schools come together in unity behind them, hoping that their requests will be heard. Furthermore, that they will have a voice going forward. Of course, we'll keep you posted on what happens. We're in Detroit. I'm Nima Shafee, 7 Action News.
And thanks, Nima.